Virtual conference. It's a hot topic these days. Live keynotes, pre-recorded breakouts, some combo sessions of live and recorded. Well, here's the good news. You can evolve from being a successful presenter to being a successful virtual broadcaster. From script to setup, rehearsal to performance. And it does begin with the script. Now take a page from broadcast. Always lead with your lead. And you're going to have to reduce the sauce. Take that 35-minute session you were planning and reduce it down to 20 or even 15 minutes long. Use the Power Bite template, the one where you begin with a conclusion. You give 3 powerful pieces of evidence, and then you tell your audience what it means to them. And focus a little bit more on newsworthy and maybe a little less on educating people. Does your audience say, gosh, I didn't know that, or wow, that's cool? Now, this effort to reduce the sauce and prioritize and get down to the bare minimum, it's a great discipline and a great starting point. Your script can always evolve, and you can put more coloring and more texture in. But begin with the essence.
Break your script into sections or scenes so that you can get to know each scene well. Use a transcription app so you can say the script out loud and record it. Every time you practice a section of your script, it's going to feel more familiar and sound more natural. Don't worry about getting all the words right. Focus on the ideas. Now, you'll want to stay away from compound or complex sentences. Use short sentences that express a single idea. Speak the way you speak, not the way you write. Now, harvest all of your transcriptions and put them together to come up with your performance script. And it's never too early to think about rehearsing for performance. Fire up the Zoom and have a session. Reach out to a colleague or a coach who can give you feedback and good guidance. At some point, you're going to want to convert your script into your performance notes. We like to use a format that allows us to scroll the words in front of us in big font so that we can see them easily. And we put that scroll right underneath the lens of the camera. The more you rehearse, the more you will stop worrying about getting the words right. Eventually, you're going to stop thinking about the words entirely, and you're going to focus on landing the ideas. When you land an idea, you don't just say the words into space. You say them in a way where the audience gets it.
Your virtual setup will make all the difference. And guess what? You're the production crew. If possible, use an Ethernet for the most reliable connection. And for maximum fidelity, use your highest quality camera and microphone. Set your camera, your computer up so that the lens is eye level. Now you may need to put together a steady stack of books and keep adding the books until you're at eye level. Control the lighting in the space by minimizing back and side light and maximizing front light with your lighting package. Now, if you don't have a professional lighting package, then try setting up in front of a window with diffused natural light, or take an available lamp or two and put the source of the light behind the lens. Now, you're going to want to play with all of this in advance on your preferred platform. And bear in mind, if you're using natural light, that light's going to change throughout the day. Make a choice as to what's in the shot and what's not. A bookshelf, artwork, a stone fireplace might make the perfect background. As you're setting up, you may be wondering, should I sit or stand? Now, it does take a bit more to set up for standing, but for many reasons, increased performance energy, variation, animation, and more, we prefer standing. As a powerful communicator, build into your routine vocal and physical warm-ups. You'll want to warm up on game day before the session. This will enable you to use a full, powerful voice and relaxed expressive gestures.
Finally, practice connecting with your audience. When you're doing broadcasts, the audience is the lens. The great broadcasters, they have this uncanny ability to speak to you and speak to you individually and come into your living room as if they're having a conversation just with you. It's actually a little bit of an exercise in as if.
Exactly. Act as if the audience is right there in the room with you. Act as if they're smiling and they're nodding and they are engaged with you.
Yes, and engage with the lens as if it's your best friend.
Yes, you can go from being a really successful presenter to a highly successful virtual broadcaster. Reduce the sauce, set up a really great performance space, practice, 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 and connect. So welcome to the postscript. This is for your information. How did this particular video get put together? We were on the Zoom platform. We're all in different places. We all had to set up our own spaces. I'm sitting, Amy's standing, Andrew is standing. And there are a lot of fun images you'll see of drapes over windows, books stacked up so that the camera can be at the right level. We shot using takes. In other words, we did a take and stopped and then started again, knowing that we could take the recording and put it into a simple editing format like iMovie and then edit it all together. This is exactly the thing that you're going to be doing if you need to create and produce and present your very own virtual presentation.